Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rhea Ripley has reacted to Tiffany Stratton's latest Instagram post following Charlotte Flair calling her a child on WWE SmackDown. The Queen has already come face-to-face with Ripley and Stratton since winning the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. On the Raw after the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, Ripley confronted Flair. The Eradicator asked the Queen to choose her for WrestleMania 41 and reminded the latter about their history at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, in the latest edition of SmackDown, Stratton asked Flair to pick her. Post-SmackDown, Stratton broke her silence on Instagram. Her message caught the attention of several WWE superstars, including Ripley. Tiffany Stratton has claimed she wants to convince Rhea Ripley to wear pink gear. The two WWE superstars have formed a bond since their respective championship wins. Stratton became the new WWE Women's Champion on the January 3 episode of SmackDown by cashing in her Money in the Bank contract. Meanwhile, Ripley reclaimed the WWE Women's World Championship during the January 6 episode of Raw on Netflix. Ripley's first defense after regaining the WWE Women's World Championship was against Nia Jax, the woman whom Tiffany Stratton defeated to capture the Women's Championship. However, Jax has now inserted herself back into the Women's Championship picture. On SmackDown, the former champion interrupted the segment between Stratton and Flair, voicing her interest in regaining the title she lost due to Stratton's cash-in. Ripley and Stratton's opponents for WrestleMania 41 are yet to be confirmed. One of them is expected to face the Queen. Meanwhile, the other will face the winner of the 2025 Women's Elimination Chamber match. The WWE Universe was left buzzing after an explosive segment on WWE SmackDown, where Charlotte Flair confronted Tiffany Stratton, dismissing the rising star as nothing more than a child in the world of professional wrestling. The tense face-off immediately caught the attention of fans and superstars alike, but one reaction stood out among them all: Rhea Ripley's. As the reigning Women's World Champion, Ripley has had her fair share of encounters with both Flair and Stratton, and her reaction to the heated confrontation quickly became a topic of discussion. But what does this mean for the landscape of WWE's women's division? Is Ripley about to get involved in this brewing war between a legend and a rising star? Let's break it all down. On a night that was already packed with action, Charlotte Flair made her presence felt when she interrupted Tiffany Stratton's promo, cutting through the glitz and glamour to deliver a harsh reality check. Stratton, known for her cocky attitude and buff Barbie persona, was reveling in the spotlight, claiming that she was the future of WWE and the true queen of the division. The self-proclaimed prettiest woman in WWE exuded confidence, flaunting her quick rise in the company and making it clear that she considered herself on par with the Four Horsewomen. But then, Charlotte Flair's music hit. The 14-time women's champion wasted no time putting Stratton in her place. She marched down to the ring with her signature confidence, staring down the blonde upstart before grabbing a microphone. "Tiffany, let me explain something to you," Flair began. "You might have all the flash, all the attitude, but when it comes to this business, you're still just a child." The crowd erupted as Stratton's smirk faded. Charlotte continued, making it clear that she didn't see Stratton as being on her level yet. "You want to be the next big thing. You want to be the queen. Try earning it first." Stratton, clearly offended, fired back, calling Flair old news and insisting that she didn't need to prove anything to anyone. Just when it seemed like things might escalate, Flair dropped the mic and walked away, leaving Stratton fuming in the ring. The tension was undeniable, and one person who wasn't going to stay silent? Rhea Ripley. Shortly after SmackDown, Rhea Ripley took to social media to react to the heated exchange between Flair and Stratton. On X, formerly Twitter, Ripley posted a smirking emoji, followed by a simple but chilling message: "Children should be seen, not heard. Let the adults handle business." The cryptic post sent the WWE Universe into a frenzy. Fans immediately speculated whether Ripley was referring to Stratton or Flair, or possibly both. Was she mocking Charlotte Flair for constantly stepping in to assert dominance over the division? Or was she putting Tiffany Stratton in her place, reminding her that there's a huge gap between being confident and being truly great? Or, perhaps, was she teasing that she was about to get involved in this growing rivalry herself? Given Ripley's history with Charlotte Flair, the possibility of her stepping into this feud is very real. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair have one of the most storied rivalries in modern WWE history. WrestleMania 36. Flair defeated Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship, derailing her momentum. WrestleMania 39. Ripley got her revenge, defeating Flair in an instant classic to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Beyond WrestleMania, their rivalry has remained heated, with both women constantly taking shots at one another. Now, with Charlotte once again asserting herself as the gatekeeper of the women's division, Ripley may see this as another opportunity to remind the world that she is the top dog. If Flair thinks Stratton isn't on her level, what does that mean for Ripley, who beat Flair on the biggest stage possible? Could Ripley be preparing to call out Flair again and prove, once and for all, that she has surpassed her? On the other hand, Ripley might have her eyes on Tiffany Stratton instead. If Stratton is trying to establish herself as the future of WWE, there is no better test than facing the Eradicator. Stratton is athletic, charismatic, and fearless, but she's never faced someone like Ripley before. While Charlotte may dismiss her as a child, Ripley could take a different approach, punishing her for stepping into her kingdom. If Stratton really wants to be the queen, Ripley may force her to prove it in a brutal fight. A match between Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton would not only elevate Stratton's status in WWE, but it would also solidify Ripley's dominance over a rising star before WrestleMania. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, Ripley is on top of the world as the Women's World Champion. However, her next challenger is still unknown. Will she step up to Charlotte Flair once again, reigniting their historic feud? Will she set her sights on Tiffany Stratton, proving that experience always trumps arrogance? Or will a third competitor emerge, throwing a wild card into the equation? One thing is certain, Ripley isn't staying silent. With her ominous social media reaction, she's already made it clear that she's watching. And whether it's Flair, Stratton, or someone else who crosses her path, the Eradicator is ready to remind everyone why she is the most dominant force in WWE today. Charlotte Flair called Stratton a child, but Rhea Ripley might be the one to teach her the most painful lesson of all. Who will challenge Ripley next? The road to WrestleMania 41 just got a lot more interesting.